because we're only a few seconds in, but you know. Alrighty. Have the Kraken here with me today. Dang, I haven't flipped yet today. You guys are getting me. You guys are getting to see me flip for the first time today on stream. Alright. Is there going to be someone here in under 30 seconds? 2 seconds left. Okay, 30 seconds has passed with no one in stream. Let's see. Ooh, Kadia's first. Hi is second. Hi, what's up? Hi. Alright, Honeycomb is third. What's up, Honeycomb? Good to have you in here. You guys are the first 3 people in stream. You guys are here in under a minute. That's impressive. Hope you guys are liking the edits I've been posting. I've been using some templates from this app called CapCut, and then I've also been making some of my own custom edits. The most recent short on my channel is a completely custom edit that I did. Mia, what's up, Mia? What's up, Jackson? What's up, Liel? I hope I said that right. Lieli? Something like that. All right. You guys are the first few people in stream. All right. Honeycomb said, your edits are fire. Hey, thank you, Honeycomb. Ooh, hi, said Choker Fan tutorial. Yes, I actually do have a... Ooh, wait, no, my bad. I do not have a Choker Fan tutorial. I have a Z-Choker tutorial on my channel, though, if you would like to go check that out. All right, let's see here. I have a Z-Choker tutorial. I think it's when I went to... it's the video titled Flipping 200 Feet High. I have a Z-Choker tutorial in that video, but I do not have a Choker Fan tutorial. Mario said, yo, what's up, Mario? Good to have you in the stream. We have some new balisongs here today. I have the Cracking Racking clone from Bally Plus. I also have here with me a new color variant of the Nabalis Impulse, all right? So this thing is brand new. And I have a completely new color variant of the Impulse. This thing is absolutely amazing and sounds very crisp. Mia said, I'm going to New York soon. Hey, that's awesome, Mia. Dang. Kadia said, I just had brain surgery 4 days ago, and I had gallbladder surgery last night. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad that it all went well, though. I'll definitely, I'll keep praying for you. Lucas said, hi, what's up, Lucas? Mario said, I just ordered the Nabalis Impulse for my first battle song. Hey, you will not regret it. I have 2 Impulses. I have this one here with me, and then I also have a gold and black color variant of the Impulse. Sorry about that down there. That is just a game board. I have the gold and black color variant right here. All right, Madison's Roblox World said, hi, what's up, Madison? Simon, what's up, Simon? What's up, Johnny? What's up, Get Jinxie Edits? Trenton Waybrent said, I had heart surgery for my heart, and I'm doing great. Hey, that's awesome, bro. Cadet Harrison said, do you have a karambit? I do not. Grant Plays said, hi, what's up, Grant? Thomas, good to have you in here. Christian Johnson said, hi, what's up? Emmy Starr said, hi, what's up, Emmy? Benjamin said, hi, Benjamin. Latino Gamer said, hola, what's up? Sarah said, what's up? Yo, what's up, Sarah? Scott said, hi, what's up, Scott? 2 guys, 1 goal said, hey there, hey, what's up? What's up, James? Kinnick, I hope I said that right. Kinnick Fairbanks said, are those practice ones? Yes. All the balisongs that I have here are balisong trainers. Here's the other color variant for the Impulse here. All right. Holy moly, Darren, what's up? Irish says, my name is Leah. Hi, what's up, Leah? Lara, or Laura, something like that, said, sup, yo, what's up? Tavy Nolan, what's up? What's up, Fallen? Fallen said, you play Forsaken? I do not. Mario said, the people who got surgery in chat need more attention. Okay. I mean, I definitely will be praying for them. I don't know why they deserve more attention, though. Glow YouTube said, hi, what's up, Glow? Levi said, hi, what's up, Levi? Michael said, what's up? Yo, what's up, Michael? Kai said, who? Okay. Kennick said, what's the coolest thing that you can do? The coolest trick that I know is probably the trick that I came up with called the Around the World, which I just did. It's just a Z-Choker to Helix Aerial Ice Pick Catch. All right, let's see here. Ellie said, hi, what's up, Ellie? Sigma Ethan said, hi. Hi, what's up, Sigma Ellie? Wavy said, today was such a cool day. That's awesome, Wavy. It's good to hear. Good to have you in stream, by the way, Wavy. James said, are they fake knives? Yes, none of these are live blades, if that's what you mean. These are all balisong trainers that I have here. As a matter of fact, I'll start laying them out for you. There's impulse number 1, impulse number 2. Then I also have the cheese. Come on, this is gonna take a minute. Sorry, guys. The canyon. Dang, son, I have too many balisongs. Kraken. Okay, Barracuda V2. And finally, the wing and Lego balisong. All right. Let's put the wing out here. Close up my cases. Give me just 1 second, y'all. Just 1 second. Closing out my balisong cases here. And finally, we have the Lego balisong. Okay. Let's see here. Holy moly, there's a lot of people. Hurley, what's up, Hurley? All right. Bailey French said hi. How what's up? Ico said, do you love Angry Birds? Ooh, it's been a long time since I've played Angry Birds. I wouldn't say I love Angry Birds, but it's definitely a cool game for sure. Bailey said hi. How what's up? Perkish said, is your girlfriend supporting your hobby? I am single. I do not have a girlfriend. Lisa said hi. How what's up, Lisa? Random baby in your basement. Okay, that's a scary name. I'm kind of disturbed now. Said today's my birthday. Hey, that's awesome. Happy birthday, random baby in my basement. Let's see here. Lisa said hi. How what's up, Lisa? Nancy G. Hope I said that right. Said hi. How what's up? Anthony said hi. Bailey said, you need one? I don't absolutely need a girlfriend. As a matter of fact, I think Paul says it somewhere in Peter. Or no, he says it somewhere in Acts or Romans. I know there's a point where Paul talks about how a man is better to be without a wife because then he can focus more on God. That's kind of just what I'm doing right now, but if the right one pops up, you never know. All right, Ivy Brown said, meh. All right. Oliver said, hi. How what's up, Oliver? Jasper Tucker said, please do around the world. I got you, bro. Boom. There we go. All right, the Forsaken Egg said, hi. How what's up, the Forsaken Egg? You guys have some interesting names. I'll definitely say that. That's something I've learned from streaming is you guys come up with the most interesting usernames ever. All right, Vincent said, do you play video games? I do not. Oliver said, is that a butterfly knife? Yes, these are all butterfly knife trainers. Let's see here. Livy said, hi. How what's up, Livy? Vinci said, how many times have you hit your fingers? Not that much at all, actually. Like I said, these are all trainers, so it's perfectly safe either way. Doma said, hi. How what's up? Oliver says, is that a butterfly knife? Yes, I already told you. These are all butterfly knife trainers, Oliver. All right, Ashley said, hi. How what's up, Ashley Dobson? Mr. P Gaming said, hi. How what's up? Levi Benjamin 502 said, hi, I'm new to the channel. Hi, what's up, Levi? Good to have you in here. For Legend said, how long does it take you to practice using your card? I don't know what you mean by my card, but it's taken just not that much practice, honestly. You can learn a new trick within just a few hours, but I have been flipping for about a year and a half. Anthony said, when you getting monetized? Anthony, you are consistent, my brother. I'm not monetized yet. I'm looking into getting monetized within the next few weeks, hopefully. Dalen said, yo, can you give me classes? I do have tutorials on my channel, if that's what you mean. I have tutorials on how to do tons of different tricks if you'd like to go check it out. Subforce said, how are you? I'm doing amazing, Subforce. All right, give me just 1 second, guys. Oh crap! I've been talking that whole time and I was muted. Thank you guys for telling me. Sorry, I was that whole time I was saying I'm back, guys. What do you mean? I'm back, and it was muted. My bad. My bad. Footy said hi. Do you remember me? Yes, I remember you. It is not still muted. I promise you. All right. Macker said, can you show me a helix? I got you, Macker. I will happily show you a helix. It is not still muted. What do you mean? Oh, let's see here. Aiden said hi. What's up, Aiden? Hi, Stacy. What's up, Ashley? Levi said I subscribed. Hey, thank you, Levi. I appreciate it. Briley said hi. What's up, Briley? Stacy said hi. What's up, Stacy? Take your knee said, what's your most expensive one? My most expensive balisong is probably the Barracuda V2. This thing costs about 150 US dollars. Let's see here. Alan said hi. What's up, Alan? What's up, Kyra? What's up, Blue? Briley said, how are you? I'm doing amazing, Briley. I am fine, dog. Said hello. All right. Hello, bro. What's up? I have a question, y'all. You guys, why do you guys do the weirdest names? Like, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but there is literally someone in here named Random Baby in my basement. There's someone in here named Forsaken Egg. We had potato chips in here the other day. There's the most random names in here. Some of them I cannot even pronounce, okay? Official Red Bacon said hi. What's up, Official Red Bacon? See what I mean? See what I mean with the names, y'all? Big Daddy said yo. Okay, calm down with the names. Error 40 with a line through it. I don't you guys are proving my point even more. How do you even put a line through your text? Error 40 with a line through it said sup. Yo, what's up? Christian said, how do you do this? Just takes a lot of practice, honestly, Christian. All right. Kyle said, I don't know. All right. Tantum Derby said, hi. What's up, Tantum Derby? Sorry, I just hit my phone with my balisong. My bad. Spiral Honeycomb said, should I change my name? No, you're good, Spiral Honeycomb. I'm not, like I said, I'm not making fun of any of you. It's just kind of funny to be in stream and I'm like, yo, what's up, Ninja Banana? Like, it's just the most random names. Like I'll be just chilling on stream, chatting with you guys. I'll be like, hi Stacy, hi Kyle. And then I'll just be like, okay, random pumpkin under a tree said, how much do you practice? Like, it is the most random names. All right. Allie on pause said, who does the knife or whatever it is your favorite one? This is a Balisong trainer. These are all perfectly safe. And my favorite, as of right now, it would probably have to be the Bali Plus Kraken clone. I have been really enjoying this thing. I do Balisong trades with my best friend every once in a while, so he is currently letting me borrow this, and it is one of my favorites for sure. All right, Candace said, dude, I'm watching you flip your Balisong in my heart. It like, boom. All right. Dina said, hi. What's up, Dina? Juanica said hi for about like 2 billion highs. Hi, what's up? All right. Sharks on VR said hi. What's up? Ninja Banana said hi. Okay, do you guys see what I mean? How did I just say Ninja Banana and then there's already someone in here named Ninja Banana? What? Anthony said, what's the one on the very left? Very left. This is my brand new Impulse variant, all right? This is a new color fade that Nibalis just dropped, and it looks amazing. This is my brand new Impulse that I have here. That is the golden black one. They've had that since the Impulse dropped. This is a brand new color variant that I just got, and it flips absolutely amazing and has a better tune than the golden black one. All right, someone said, where do you get them? I get most of mine from the company Nibalis. Nabalis, Nibalis. They have lots of very, very, very good Balisong trainers at different prices. This one costs about $40. There's some that cost upwards of $100. They have lots of good Balisongs at different prices. All right, Allie said, are all those brand new? Yes, most of these are brand new. Some of them are used. I use all of them, obviously. My newest one is definitely this one right here. This new Impulse is in mint condition. I have not dropped it a single time. It has no scuffs whatsoever, so this would definitely be my newest balisong. All right, Destiny Walter said, my name is Emberly. All right. Jaden said, woof, woof, look at his dogs. Why? Why? Someone tell me why. It's like every time I stream, I have the most entertaining balisong content for you guys on screen, and you guys are like, look at his toes! It makes no sense. I don't get it. You guys, there's plenty to be focusing on. For Pete's sake, I have a Lego balisong there. You guys could ask me to flip the Lego balisong, and then you guys are like, ha, look at his toes, my brother. You guys make no sense. It's awesome, and it's hilarious, but it makes no sense. All right. Halen said hi. How was up? Gamer said, yo, bro, you ever had tried or have you ever tried Octane's balisong? I have not. I've heard a lot about it, but I've never tried it. All right, Anne said, look at you, toes. Come on, guys. Come on. Please. Just no. Josiah said, hi. How was up, Josiah? Just a Chill Lobster said, who won the Lego one? Clara Huber won the Lego balisong, and I'm going to be shipping that out to her very soon. I need to get it packed. I do not have it all packed and ready yet, but probably after stream, I'm going to go and pack that Lego balisong and ship it off to Clara Huber because she won the giveaway. All right, Livy said Lego one. Yes, there is a Lego one. Ninja Banana said, choose a name and I will change. All right. I think I'm going to choose the name. I don't want to do that. I will choose the name Red Wolf, okay? Change your name to Red Wolf. All right, Christian Luther Roberts said hello. Hello, what's up, Christian Luther Roberts? All right, Denise said, do the Lego. I got you, Denise. I will happily flip the Lego one for you. All right. Let's see here. Holy moly, guys. You guys are texting like crazy in here, chatting like crazy. All right, Not Pizzaloni said, hi, how was up? Ari said, please flip the Lego one. Already doing it. I got you, Ari. All right, or Ari, my bad. I think that's pronounced Ari. Sky Waffles said, time to do Domingo, Domingo lesson. All right. See what I mean about the random names? I never thought there would be a time in my life when I would be saying hi to someone named Sky Waffle, okay? You guys have to understand how this is for me. This is insane. All right. Sania said hi, how was up? Lil Benny said 6'7". All right, calm down, bro. Calm down. All right, David said hi. How was up, David? Molly said, how are you? I'm doing amazing, Molly. Having an amazing day. I hope you are too. Daniel said, man, how are you all doing? I can tell you I'm doing amazing. I hope most of my chat is too. And if you're not, and if you have any prayer requests, let me know and I'll happily pray for you. As a matter of fact, I'll even pray for you on stream. That's not something I've done yet. Typically, I pray off stream for you guys. But if you want to, I will end the stream with some prayer if you guys want. All right. Henny said, I need prayer. All right, Henny. We will definitely be praying at the end of stream today. That's a new thing. Why not? Charlie said, Lego. Yes, this is a Lego balisong, Charlie. All right. Let's see here. Yaya Gaming said 67676767. All right, calm down, guys. Come on. Not the brain rot. King Pickler said, which one did you get first? Ooh, out of my collection right here, I got the Canyon first, but I actually started flipping with a Lego balisong, and not that one. I started with a different Lego balisong that I custom designed based off old tutorial on YouTube. I revamped it, customized it, and started with a Lego balisong. All right. CC and Jade said, can you do the Helix? Happily, I got you, bro. All right. Been a minute since I've done the Helix, but yeah, there's the Helix. Anthony said, should I get the Bally Plus Kraken clone? Ooh, I would recommend it, honestly, Anthony. If you're looking for a good advanced flipper that's very cheap, go watch my review on this thing. And yes, I would definitely recommend this as a good advanced flipper. This thing costs only about 50 to 60 bucks, and it is a very, very good Kraken clone. I've never flipped an authentic Kraken, but I can tell you this thing flips absolutely amazing. Amira said, hi, how what's up? Kellen said, please help me land Y2K. Hey, you are in luck, Kellen. I have multiple Y2K tutorials on my channel, and feel free to go check them out. All right, Camden Baker said, what is your favorite? Honestly, right now, I've been really enjoying the Bally Plus Kraken clone. Gabby said, can I see outside of your house, please? Nope, sorry, not going to do that right now. Typically, I do stream outside, though. There have been many streams where I stream outside on my deck, so feel free to go check out one of those streams, or I might do a stream in the future outside. All right. Ooh, Levi, or Livy, my bad. Livy said, yesterday was my birthday. Hey, happy late birthday, Livy. Fruit Bananas said, hi, how what's up? Noddle Black Ninja said, hi, how what's up, bro? Snackums said, how are you? I'm doing amazing. Fun with Scar said, do you have any tutorials on how to flip like that? Yes, I do. I have lots of tutorials on my channel on how to do many different tricks. Eden said, is the blade real? I subbed. All right, I appreciate you subbing. Every single one of my subscribers matters to me. And, no, this is not a live blade. This is what we call a false live blade, which just means that it is perfectly safe. It's just as safe as any other trainer here, except it looks a lot cooler and it's supposed to have the look of a live blade, even though it is perfectly safe. All right, Julie said, hi, how what's up? Messi said, hi, how what's up, Messi? Gabby said, I'm from India. Hey, that's awesome. All right, Rivero of Dreams said I subbed. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Gamer said, you keeping it for self-defense or because you were also obsessed with it like me? Actually, as someone who does self-defense and traditional Okinawan karate, balisongs or butterfly knives, live blades, or even trainers, any sort of balisong is not good for self-defense. Everybody likes to use them in movies, but if I'm being honest with you, the only good purpose for a balisong in self-defense is intimidation, okay? These things would suck at self-defense, and you would be better off with a pocket knife, all right? Now, with that being said, these are all trainers, and these are all perfectly safe. And yes, I just do this to do tricks, all right? These are not good for self-defense. Daniel said, hi, haven't watched this channel in a while, but I'm back now. How are you doing? I'm doing amazing, Daniel. Good to have you back in streams. Kellen said, have you used a live blade? Yes, I do own a live blade, but I use strictly trainers on YouTube. Anthony said, for Christmas, I'm asking for Squid Industries gift cards. They make Squid Industries gift cards? Hold it. Hold it, Anthony. You may have just unlocked something for me. I did not know they made Squid Industries gift cards. That's a thing? Oh, nah. I gotta save up for one of those. Dang, son. All right, Nate said, yo, bro, your balisong is so clean. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Mice said, Holy Rivals Inspect. Okay. Pike Magnet said, hi. How what's up, Pike Magnet? All right. Saxon Lover said, hi. Hi, what's up, Saxon Lover? Tired Poet said, your balisongs are cool. Hey, thank you, Tired Poet. I appreciate it. Croupy Floops said, I'm better. All right, that's awesome. I'm not sure if you mean you're better from like a sickness or if you're better than me at flipping, but either way, that's awesome. All right, Mirik said, hi. How what's up, Mirik? Good to have you back in here. Deshaun said, use Lego. I got you, Deshaun. All right. I'll flip any of these that you guys want me to flip, by the way. All right, Silly Goober said, oh my goodness, there's someone with a Gur profile pic. All right. Emmett said, hi. How what's up, Emmett? What's up, Layla Johnson? What's up, Amira? Racim said, change balisong. I got you, bro. I'll flip the cheese for you. All right. How do I even pronounce this? The Ollie Gig channel is here, said hi. How what's up? Nico and Sunny's World said hi. How what's up? Eli said hi. How what's up, Eli? What's up, that one evil boo? Safe Mitchell said W. All right. Ashton Wright said hi. How what's up, Ashton? What's up, Ashley? Let's see here. What's up, Marshall Taylor? The Red Spy in your base said, what's up, fellow balisong enthusiasts? Yo, what's up, bro? Good to have you in here. I can tell from your username that you like balisongs. Let me know what sort of balisongs you own and what's in your collection. All right. What's up, Charlie Life? What's up, Brentley Harrison? What's up, Leah Anderson? What's up, Yandel? What's up, Big Man? What's up, Fruit Bananas is back. Yo, what's up? Good to have you back. Let's see here. What's up, Layla Johnson said, how do you get so good at using that? It just takes a lot of practice, honestly. I've been flipping for about a year and a half. All right. Neo said hi. How what's up, Neo? All right, Gravity said hi. How what's up, Gravity? Timmy said hi. How what's up, Timmy? Guys, should we get a poll going in stream? Should we get a poll going? That'll be pretty fun. All right, Anthony said, Mr. Duck, don't spam. Yes, guys, please no spamming. My moderators will give you a warning if you are spamming, and if you continue to spam, my moderators will take you down. That's just a rule that I have in here to keep everything smoothly, is please do not spam. All right, Ollie Hand said hi. How what's up? All right, Honeycomb said, yes, do a poll. I got you, Honeycomb. All right, guys, so we're going to start a poll. If you guys do not know what a poll is, it's where I put a question on screen, and you guys have multiple different options to vote on, all right? And once I get the poll started, there's typically a lot more people that start coming into the stream. So it is going to take me a minute. There's going to be no flipping for just a little bit because I have to type out this poll. What should today's poll be, guys? You guys have any ideas for me? Any ideas for the poll today? Let's see here. Ooh, Wavy said, can you make me more than a basic mod? I think I can make polls for you then. Okay, I'm down, Wavy. I'm absolutely down. All right. Wavy, okay, so Wavy, if I make you a managing moderator, means you can manage blocked words and change chat modes and live, and also has capabilities of standard moderators. Nope. Turns out, Wavy, that does not make it to where you can make polls for me. It would be cool if it did, but that is not. All right. Honeycomb said the poll should be, do you know Jesus and do you do parkour? Ooh, that would be a different one. You guys got any other ideas for the poll? Any other poll ideas? Come on. Let's see here. Nabalis versus Squid Industries, said Anthony. All right, I got you. That'll be today's poll, all right, guys? So we're starting a poll, and it says Nabalis versus Squid Industries, all right? And I will explain to you guys what that is, all right? Your options are, of course, going to be Nabalis and then Squid Industries, all right? Your next option is going to be what's Nabalis and what's Squid Industries. Come on, guys. Hold up. Okay, there we go. The poll is started. All right. Let's see here. Jamie said, where do you get your butterfly knives or balisong trainers? I get most of mine from the company Nabalis, all right? Oh, yo, 2-Bit is in the chat. Good to have you in here, 2-Bit. Javelin said, nice toes, bro. Guys, come on. Stop focusing on the toes. Come on, y'all. All right, 2-Bit said, holy cow, you finally got a live blade. I do not have a live blade. This is a Bally Plus Kraken clone. This is a false live. By the way, 2-Bit, I'm not sure if I've told you, I do own live blades, but I like to just use trainers on YouTube for YouTube's guideline purposes. I would rather just use trainers on YouTube, but I do own live blades, and I do flip live blades off camera. All right. Wavy said, gotta be Nabalis because of the prices. Yes. First Dominion said, what is that? This is a Balisong trainer. Jazz said, chill out. All right. Jacob Swim said, thoughts on the Mako harpoon? That's a good question. I personally have not flipped the Mako harpoon, so I cannot tell you how it flips. Oh my goodness. Had something in my mouth. Hold up. Okay, we back. Sorry about that. Like I said, I have not flipped the Mako harpoon, so I cannot tell you my thoughts on it, on how it flips. But I can tell you it looks pretty dang cool, and I really like the idea of making a live blade version of the Mako. I feel like that is a very good idea. In my opinion, Squid should have a live blade version and a trainer version for every single one of their balisongs. So kind of like the Kraken, they have a live blade version and a trainer version. I think they should do that to every balisong. I like how they've been doing it to more balisongs, such as the Hydro. They've just now made a trainer version of the Hydro, which I really do appreciate. And I think it would be awesome to see sometime in the future a live blade Nautilus. I think a live blade Nautilus would be the next huge thing that everybody goes crazy about. All right, Charlie Life said, can I be a moderator? Sorry, I'm not looking for any mods right now, but I do appreciate it, Charlie's Life. All right, Brandon C said, this guy is just talking about his butt. No, I'm not. I am not at all. Tony Boney said, let's see the gold. I got you. This is the Nibalis Impulse right here. This is the gold black fade variant. All right, Silas said, they did make a live blade knot. Oh, they did. I did not know about that. Anthony said, flip your wings so we can flip ours together. I got you, Anthony. I'll happily do that for you. All right. Let's see here. Kellen said, well, your most expensive one? My most expensive is the Barracuda V2. That's the green and blue one. All right, Charlie Life said, I'm going to sub. Wait, when can I be one if I ever can? Charlie Life, I typically do not choose any moderators randomly. The only time that I'll make anyone mod is if they are, one, another Balisong YouTuber. So, like, let's say they're a big popular Balisong YouTuber, such as, I don't know, Blade Bias or Ghost Flipping or someone like that. Or the only other time that I would consider making someone mod is if they are an OG viewer and I know it for a fact. So like Silas Flips, he has been watching my channel since I started my channel. So is 2-Bit and some of the other guys in here. So I typically, unless you've been watching my channel for like since I started for months and months and months, you will probably not end up being moderator. I do not go out and just make random people mod. Anthony said, I've been here since you had 495 subs, so I'm an OG. Yes, you are, Anthony. Holy moly, 1,249 people in chat. Guys, feel free to say hi or ask me any questions, by the way, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Legendary Mole Rat, are you a spy? I am not. By the way, guys, I'm not going to be that guy that begs for likes, but I will let you guys know that the more likes that the stream gets, the more YouTube pushes it through to more people. So if this stream gets more likes, then the more likes that it gets is the more people that get to see my stream. That is how the algorithm works. YouTube pushes a stream with more likes through to more people, so more people can see the stream. Whereas if the stream has a lot less likes, then the stream will not get as many views because YouTube will not push it through as more. So feel free to like the stream. Not going to beg for likes, but it is a cool way to support me, and it does get more people to see my channel, and I would appreciate it. All right, Cizo said, do you not cut yourself? No, I do not, because these are all trainers, which means these are all perfectly safe, just for flipping purposes, practicing, and having fun with. Dark Bliss said, what's your least expensive? Ooh, I got you, Dark Bliss. My least expensive one is the Nibalis Impulse. This thing cost about $35 US. A Fat Monkey said, take a blinker. All right. Don't know what that is, but okay. Jody said, will you do the blender? I don't know what the blender is. Is that like a custom trick? All right. Let's see here. Dark Bliss said, yippee, all right. Aperture Science said, please do green and blue one. I got you, Aperture Science. I will happily do that for you. All right. Do you guys think we might be able to pass 13K in this stream? That would be insane. Holy crab apples. 1,600 people in stream. Y'all, feel free to say hi or ask me any questions, and I'll try and get to it if I can. I do not try and skip anyone's comments. It's just hard for me to keep up sometimes. Alfie said, you are really good. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Ka said, where do you get these? I get most of mine from the company Nibalis. Valerie said, what's your most expensive one? This one in my hand right here, the Barracuda V2. All right. Harry Wood said, what's the hardest trick you can do? There is no really hardest trick. I guess if I had to choose, it would be the reverse Z-choker, which is that trick right there, or possibly a scissor. Scissors have gotten pretty easy for me, though. All right. Azil said, I like art. Hey, that's awesome. All right. Fling said, hi. How was up, Fling? Little J said, do the thug shaker. That is not a trick. All right. Rapali said, bye, man. Have a good day. All right, you too. Good to have you in here, bro. All right. Let's see here. Muhammad said, what is that? This is a Balisong trainer. Hayden said, how do you do that? It just takes a lot of practice, honestly. Bob said, I saw your live stream a couple of days ago. Hey, that's awesome, Bob. Good to have you back in the stream. All right. Do you guys think we can get up to 13K in this stream? Can one of my mods make that a thingy and I will pin it? Jesus said, cheers from Spain. I also use this kind of knife. They are really sharp. Nope, they are not sharp, actually. These are all trainers that I have here. You can get sharp ones, known as live blades, but these that I have here are all trainers, and these are known as Balisong trainers. Tyler said spy, all right. Western Gorilla said, bro, they are illegal in my state. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that. Guess what? If you live here in the United States, trainers are perfectly legal here in the U.S. Like I said, y'all, people in here have the most random names. I just read off a comment from someone named Western Gorilla. Like, come on now. All right, Franco said, "What's your favorite?" Ooh, that's a good question. As of right now, I've been really enjoying the Bally Plus Cracker clone. This one right here. I'm Wavy said, "Are you self-trained?" Yes, I am. And guess what? You can also learn lots of tutorials from YouTube. So I now make my own tutorials, and if you would like to learn some tricks, I have plenty of tutorials on my channel. Dairy Square said yes. All right. And Michael said, "Yo, I got trainers too. I got the black one. They're illegal in my country though." Hey, guess what? Trainers should be perfectly legal no matter where you are. Even trainers are illegal in some countries, but if you live here in the U.S., then trainers are perfectly legal. All right. Chezzy VR said, "What's good, bro? Sweet tricks." Hey, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. All right. Techno Axe said, "Do the Lego one, please." I got you, Techno Axe. My bad. All right. Baba said, "You ever did this with a hot dog?" I have not contemplated doing this with a hot dog, no. That is something I'll think about in the future, though. Good idea. Movie Review Trio channel said, "Any tips for beginners?" Actually, I have a lot of tips for beginners. Feel free to go check out my channel. In my long-term videos, I have lots and lots of tutorials. I have a video titled "How to Do Basic Rollovers." That is one of my most best videos for beginners. Or feel free to check out the Playground series, which is also a very good series that I've been doing that is based for beginners. All right, let's see here. My Lyrics said, "Have you ever played Hollow Knight?" I have not. I'm sorry. JPEG said, "I just bought my first Balisong. It's a Fleesa." All right, that's awesome. Never heard of that. Jack Brody said, "I have a real one." And Callie, am I cooked? I have no clue. Hayden said, "How long have you been doing this? And which is your favorite? Do you like pocket knives too?" I'm not a huge fan of pocket knives. But my favorite is probably the Bally Plus Cracking Clone, and I've been doing this for about a year and a half because I've been flipping since January of 2024. By the way, guys, all of these are Balisong trainers, which means these are not technically knives at all. All of these are just Balisong trainers, which means these are all perfectly safe, just for flipping purposes, practicing and having fun with, and they are basically the ultimate fidget toy. And holy moly, I am a legendary yapper. Would I be classified as a professional yapper, guys? Because I have been yapping my yapper the entire time I can yap my yapper while I yap and yap. Okay? All right. Lens said, "I just learned the thumb rollover. What trick should I try next?" Ooh, Lens, I would recommend learning the fan. I do have a tutorial for the fan in my video where I went to the lake. Leno Lopez said, "Raw Sammy, one of those who free dude." That made no sense. Use some punctuation, my brother. All right, Laura Shane said, "What's the hardest trick?" There isn't really a hardest trick, but I guess if I had to choose a trick that is pretty hard for me, it would probably be the reverse G-choker, which is that trick right there. Or maybe the giraffe. I don't have the giraffe totally down yet. All right. Alpus said, "I just joined the stream, instantly subbed." Hey, thank you, Alpus. I really appreciate it. By the way, guys, every single one of my subscribers matters to me because I remember when it used to take me 2 weeks to just gain 5 subs, and it meant the world to me. And it still does. So each one of you matter to me. Even though I'm getting a few hundred likes and a few hundred subs each stream, you guys still matter to me a lot. All right, Dylan said, "I'm a subscriber now. Can't wait to see you get big. Good job, dude." Hey, thank you, Dylan. I appreciate it. Jesus is King said, "Have you heard about Charlie Kirk? Have you heard about Charlie Kirk?" Yes, I have heard about Charlie Kirk. It is sad to me that he died. It feels unreal that he's not still alive. His friends and family did not deserve that. One of the worst parts about it is they got it on video. So now everybody is going to be able to see that video of him getting shot. And his kids are going to have to be traumatized with that video. That is very sad to me. Very sad. But some people would. The saddest part to me is that people are celebrating it. Like, it's one thing if Charlie Kirk died, okay? It's a whole nother that people are celebrating it. That is the saddest part to me, is that people have been celebrating his death. They're literally celebrating death. I don't care who dies. You should not celebrate it. All right, so let's see here. Mindless said, "Can you do this in school since they're not Balisongs?" Technically you could. I would not recommend it if you do go to school. I would not recommend bringing a trainer to school unless it's something like the cheese or it's a Lego Balisong. I would not recommend it because they are still considered toys, and most schools do not let you have toys in school. All right, Wavy said, "Charlie Kirk's children were in the front row and saw everything. The trauma is going to be insane." I did not even know that. That is horrible. New Fun Book said, "Oh crap, I forgot I am one." All right. Silas Flip said, "Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk." Yep. All right. That one serial killer said, do a kiss goodbye. All right, I might at the end of stream. Ooh, guys, can we get up to 700 likes? 2 more likes, and we're at 700 likes, guys. Come on. Who wants to be the 700th like? Reggie Franklin said, is it good to practice using metal balisongs or heavy plastic ones? I would say it's better to practice using metal trainers, personally. All of mine here are metal trainers besides the Lego one. So I personally would recommend using metal trainers such as the Nabali's Impulse or the Cheese or something of that liking. All right. Ashley said, I like. All right, thank you. Hey said, someone like? Yes, guys. Holy moly. All right, Samantha said, I was the 700th like. Hey, thank you, Samantha. That's awesome. James Moore said, can you do it with 2 hands? I can, but not while I'm holding the camera. For Legends said, change the Fortnite. All right, don't know what you mean by that. What the Hack Windows said, just bought an Impulse in gold today. Cannot wait for it to come. Currently, I am flipping a horrible balisong for $1 from AliExpress. Yeah, that sounds really bad. I'm sorry to hear that. But it's awesome that you ordered the Impulse, and trust me, you will not regret it. I wouldn't recommend using it as your beater balisong, so I wouldn't recommend dropping it over and over and over. I would recommend trying to find a soft surface to flip over in case you drop it, because it does not. My original Impulse, the gold and black one, is my first Impulse. That's my second. It did not have the absolute best tune, and here's a warning I will have for you, all right? Surprisingly, something that I've realized is what runs down the tune even more than dropping it is keeping it in your pocket, all right? Now, stay with me here. I expected this thing for its tune to run down when I dropped it. Well, guess what? I dropped this thing over and over, and the tune stayed perfect. But then I put this thing inside of the cloth that it came with, okay? Yours will come with a cloth that looks like this. I put it in the cloth and kept it in my pocket for a few hours while I was walking around, okay? And when I took it out and flipped it the next day, it had more tap than any of my balisongs. So be careful carrying around your balisong. It will make it develop tap and play a lot quicker for some reason. I do not understand why. Could be because of sweat. I have no clue, but that is a weird thing that it does. Tina said, do you have Kukiri? Do you play TF2? I do not play TF2, and I don't know what a Kukiri is or a Karambit. Are you trying to say Karambit? I do not have a Karambit either. Silas said, can you flip the Barracuda? I got you, Silas, happily. All right. Holy moly, guys. Do you think we can get up to 1,000 likes in stream, guys? That would be insane. And if we got up to 13K in this stream, that would also be insane. I'm not going to be that guy that begs for subs, all right? I'm not trying to beg you guys for subs, but it is a cool way to support me. You do not have to subscribe if you don't like the content, but if you do enjoy the content, if you do enjoy the streams every day, and you do enjoy me flipping my balisongs and chatting with you guys, then subscribing is a cool way to support me. And I would honestly appreciate it. Me personally, I do not subscribe to people who I do not like their content. So if you don't like my content, do not feel obligated to subscribe at all. All right, you don't have to. But if you do enjoy the content, subscribing is the best way to support me, and I would appreciate it. Ben Edit said, do you make them? No, I do not make balisongs. The only balisongs that I make are custom Lego balisongs. So I make balisongs out of Legos. I make just a few. You guys will know more about that later on. Gray said I subbed. Hey, thank you, Gray. I appreciate it. Cole said, hi, can you flip the cheese? I got you, Cole. I'll happily flip the cheese for you. Holy moly. 325 people in stream. Guys, feel free to say hi or ask me any questions, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. All right. QWERTY guy said, are the tricks easy? They get a lot easier as you continue to flip. So once you first start, they're not going to be that easy to you. But as you continue flipping over time, the tricks will get easier and easier for you to do. Johnny said, do you know how to flip karambits? Honestly, I do not have a karambit, but I've been interested in getting a karambit, and I think it would be very easy because of my other experience with balisongs and other things, such as nunchucks. All right, Depressed said, what's your worst injury with them? I do not have a single injury from balisongs because all of these are balisong trainers, which means that these are all perfectly safe just for flipping purposes, practicing, having fun with. For Legend said, can you use the Lego one? I got you, bro, happily. All right, let's see here. All right, Kellen said, I have a new balisong, or I'm new at balisong flipping. How do I take care of a balisong? Like, how do I lubricate it? Also, are there any tips that you have for me? I own a $40 Nabali's balisong. Ooh, what Nabali's balisong do you own? Do you own the Impulse or the Canyon or the Lightning or what? It depends which one. I do have tips for you on how to tune it. I would not recommend just randomly tuning it, okay? So, like, once you have your Nibalis Balisong, it should be good to go out of the box, all right? You should not have to do anything to it. But if you end up dropping it and dropping it and dropping it, and let's say the pivot screws start coming out, okay? Which means these screws right here start screwing out, then that is when you just have to start using Loctite or lubricant and things of that liking. All right, Skull said, yo, bro, I just bought the Nibali's Impulse 2 and the pink fade. Hey, that's awesome, bro. This is the purple and teal fade right here, and I love it, bro. I have 2 Impulses, the gold and black fade and this fade right here. All right, let's see here. Radcliffe Kitty said, can you do the gray and black one? The gray and black one, I got you. This right here is the Nibali's Wing. This is an amazing flipper right here. All right, Dandy said, I finally found your account after so long. Oh, my goodness, hi. Hey, thank you, Dandy. I appreciate it. Good to have you back in here. All right, let's see here. Simone said, when did you learn how to use them? One day, so backstory to this. My best friend got into balisong flipping. I was like, hey, that looks cool. So one day, I literally, and I mean literally, searched all over YouTube for different tutorials on how to make a Lego balisong. Never found one that I really, really liked. Finally, I found this really low-grade, like, old tutorial on how to make a Lego balisong. I used that tutorial, revamped the Lego balisong to my liking, and I literally made a balisong out of Legos and started learning tricks with the Lego balisong. All right. Let's see here. Aperture Science said, let's see here. When you say 6'7", then I'm buying a trainer right now. All right, 6'7". There you go. All right. Ooh, oh my goodness. I recognize that. Gadget Entertainment. There's no way you're in here. That's insane. I remember trying to get one of your games at some point, if you are the authentic one. Gadget Entertainment said, how do your hands not hurt? It just takes a bunch of practice, and they just don't. I would say part of the reason I have durable hands is partly because of karate. I do traditional Okinawan karate. But once you get used to flipping, your hands will not hurt at all, honestly. I have not heard of that many people's hands start to feel sore or hurt from balisong flipping. Honestly, I get more cramps from riding than I do balisong flipping. All right, Movie Review Trio channel said, hey, I'm back. Should I get my balisongs from Amazon? No. No, no, no. Do not. That's a bad idea. I'm stopping you right there. Do not get an Amazon balisong, all right? Let me tell you why. Amazon balisongs suck, and I mean suck. Let me just, here, I will prove this to you right now. I have an Amazon balisong right here, okay? This is like a $5 to $10 comb that I got off of Amazon, okay? This thing sucks. It looks crazy cool to whip out a comb and then comb your hair with a balisong, but it sucks. Do not get an Amazon balisong. If you are looking for a cheap option, because I know most people want to get cheap balisongs, they don't want to have to spend upwards of $100 on a balisong. So, if that's the case, get the Nibali's Impulse, all right? I have 2 of them here. You can get no matter which color you want. You can get them in tons of different colors. The Nibali's Impulse cost about $35 US, all right? Now, you can get this thing on Amazon, all right? Nibalis does sell some of their balisongs through Amazon, so you can either get this thing off of the Nibalis official website, or if you are able to find the Nibalis Impulse on Amazon, I think Nibalis does sell some balisongs through Amazon, and if that is the case, then yes, I would say to get this off of Amazon. All right, for Legends said, easy green and blue. Hey, I got you, bro. I'll flip the green and blue one. All right, someone said how. Just a lot of practice. All right. April said, should I create one of crystals? Nope. All right. Let's see here. Slow said, do you have any sharp ones? I do own a live blade, but I use strictly trainers on YouTube. Are we actually at 13K? There's no way, guys. All right. Landon Meme said, should I buy one? If you would like to, yes, and I do have recommendations for you. I'd recommend you the Nibali's Impulse. All right. KW said, do the gold and black one. I got you, KW. Happily. All right. Simone or Simon said, please, ice blue one. I got you. I will use the ice blue one. Which one are you talking about? I think you're talking about the cheese. This is the Nibali's cheese right here. All right. Let's see here. Jex Athletic said, "What's your favorite Balisong?" Honestly, I have been really enjoying the Bally Plus Cracker Racking clone right here. All right, let's see here. All right, Subin said, "How would I learn and what would be the best starter?" Ooh, Stubbin 4T1C4. Hope I said that correctly. I have lots of recommendations for you. How you would learn is tutorials off of YouTube. That's how I learned, and now I actually make my own tutorials. So if you got a Balisong, you would be able to just learn some basic tricks from my channel, from tutorials on my channel. And if you are wanting to know what Balisong to get, I would recommend to you the Nabali's Impulse. This thing costs about $35 US and is overall an amazing Balisong. And I do have a full review on this Balisong on my channel if you would like more information on it. All right, let's see here. Maggie said, "Hi, how is up, Maggie?" All right, Spamton said, "Should a cheap Amazon Balisong work?" Actually, no. I will explain that to you right now. This is an Amazon Balisong right here. This is a cheap comb that I got off of Amazon, and it sucks, all right? Most Amazon Balisongs suck, all right? Now, if you decide to get an Nabali's Balisong through Amazon, that would be different. You are able to get the Impulse, and I think the cheese too, through Amazon from the company Nabali's. So if you decide to go onto Amazon and you look up Nabali's, so like let's say you want to get the Nabali's Impulse, or you can look up the Nabali's cheese. Those are very good, very, very, very good Balisongs. Or if you do not want to buy it through Amazon, then you could go to the Nabali's official website and get some, and they have very, very good Balisongs. All right, let's see here. Kellen said, "I have the Nabali's Canyon. Is it as good as the starter?" The Nabali's Canyon is a very good beginner Balisong. The only issue with the Canyon is that it is all stainless steel, so that has some pros and some cons. Because this is all stainless steel, it has very good durability, so no matter how many times you drop this thing, it should be fine because it is very, very, very durable because of it being all stainless steel. This is probably the most durable Balisong that I own. But because it does have stainless steel handles, it is very, very heavy. This is heavier than an average Balisong. So yes, you could start with the Canyon, but be aware that once you get your second Balisong, it will probably be lighter than the Canyon. The Canyon is a heavyweight Balisong for sure. All right, let's see here. All right, Depressed said, "Have you ever had an intrusive thought to throw a Balisong at a random innocent baby?" I have not. That is horrible. No, absolutely not. All right, Miles and Wilson said, "Use the blue and green one." I got you, Miles and Wilson. Tyson Jet said, "Wow." Hey, thank you, Tyson Jet. All right, Fortnite clip said, "Big and black one." Ooh, that would be the Lego one right there that you're talking about. I'll flip that in just a second. All right, let's see here. Min said, "Where did the Balisong originate from?" Ooh, that's a very good question. So authentic Balisongs, like Balisongs in general, I'm talking about live blades here, not trainers. Live blades and Balisongs in general actually originated from the Philippines, and they were used as a farmer's tool, all right? But then people started learning, oh, hey, I can do cool tricks with these. And then lots and lots of companies started making Balisongs. One of the most notable would be Benchmade, all right? Benchmade made Balisongs, very popular. You saw a lot of their Balisong knives in movies, and Benchmade used the butterfly logo, and thus people started calling it the butterfly knife, even though it's actually called a Balisong. But nowadays, there are much, much better companies than Benchmade, such as Squid Industries, Nabali's, and others, who make Balisong trainers, which trainers are just used for doing tricks and are not sharp and will not hurt you. And that is pretty much where Balisongs originated from. All right. Cold Dan W said, "How long have you had the Lego one?" I make lots of Lego Balisongs. I have a Lego Balisong right here, and I have a Lego Balisong here. Right here. I make lots of Lego Balisongs. But this one specifically, I actually made on stream the other day. You can go check out that stream where I make this Lego Balisong. And this one is actually being given away to one of my viewers. I have to get this shipped out to her. That we already have a winner for the giveaway, and Clara Kuber won this, and I'm going to be shipping this out to her very soon. All right, Subin said, "One more question. Where's the best place to buy the starter?" The company Nabali's. You could spell that Nabali's. N-A-B-A-L-I-S, Nabalis. They sell very, very good balisongs. They have plenty of options, okay? They have some that cost as little as $35, such as this one. And then they also have some that cost upwards of $130. They have very, very good priced balisongs at lots of different prices, and they are all absolutely amazing. All right. The Big Cheese said feet. Calm down, guys, please. All right, let's see here. Snake the Great said, so is there a way for me to get one for free? Because I've never had one and I'm 10 years old and I don't have a lot of money. There is no possible way for you to get one for free. If you are 10 years old, just ask for your parents a trainer, okay? I would recommend you only trainers. Trainers only, okay? Just ask your parents for a balisong trainer, and maybe they'll get you like the carrot balisong or something. Emma said, hello, I'm Emma, and I have a quick question. Like, what are these used for? Are they, where do you use them? Do you use, like, for self-defense or just for tricks? That is a very good question, Emma. Thank you for asking that. All of these are considered balisong trainers, so all of these are just for flipping purposes, practicing, having fun with. A lot of people think, oh, these would be good for self-defense. They would not. I can promise you that. I have done traditional Okinawan karate for about 5 years now, and I can tell you, as somebody who does self-defense professionally, these are not good for self-defense. You would be better off with an average pocket knife than a balisong, all right? The only good thing the balisongs would be used for in a self-defense situation is intimidation. People use these in movies a lot just because it looks cool. It's kind of like lightsabers and lightsaber fights and stuff. They look cool, but in reality, you would probably cut yourself a lot, all right? So these are balisong trainers, which means that these are all perfectly safe. None of these are sharp. These are all dull and perfectly safe. And all these that I have here are just for doing tricks with. This hobby is called balisong flipping. There are a lot of people that own a lot of trainers and just love coming up with different tricks. I'm one of them. We just all come up with different tricks and post about it. So all these are just for doing tricks, honestly. You're absolutely welcome, Emma. No problem. By the way, Emma, feel free to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, I get it if you don't like the content. But if you do enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe because it is a way to support me. All right. Fart Sprinkler, or Fart Sprinkle, said, hi. How's up, Fart Sprinkle? See what I mean about the random names? Come on. I have been telling you guys this since the beginning of stream. I can be an average dude, an average Joe talking to you guys. So I can be like, yo, what up, Steve? What up, Lexi? What's up, architect? And then there'll be that random dude in there that's where I have to go, what's up, Fart Sprinkle? Like, come on. Like, I'll just be chilling, then I'll be like, yo, what's up, random cardboard box mixed with a Walmart bag? Like, the people have the most randomest crap names. And it's kind of hilarious. I'm not even joking. Emmanuel said, can I take a trainer to school? You'd have to ask your principal about that. All right, Jonathan said, holy crap, how in the world is he doing that? Just a lot of practice, honestly. Holy moly, guys, we have 1,000 likes on the stream. Can we get W's in the chat? W's in chat, guys. We now have 1,000 likes on this stream. This is one of the first times that I've had 1,000 likes in a stream. All right. Someone said, this is so addicting to watch. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Can we get W's in chat? Come on, guys. Thank you. Thank you, the baby types. Thank you, gamer guy. Thank you, Justin. What's up, Super Dude Vibes? Snake the Great said, worst name ever. Not gonna lie, who gets named Fart? Fart Sprinkle? Like, who put their name like that? Do you sprinkle out farts or something? Hey, I'm not trying to insult people. Like I said, I don't mean this offensively to anyone. Just, it's kind of hilarious when I'm just chilling, chatting with you guys, and I'm like, what's up, Walmart bag that got stuck in a tree? Like, it's kind of funny whenever I'm chilling. I'm like, yo, what's up, Sarah? What's up, Billy? Good to have you guys in here. What's up, Cat Tickler 127? Good to have you in stream. Like, it makes no sense. Like, what's up, table that got stuck on a roof? It makes no sense. All right. Wilmina said, Samuel, what are those? These are all Balisong trainers. These are basically the ultimate fidget toy. Billy said, is it hard to learn? Honestly, not really. You can get down a new trick in just a few hours. The baby type said, are those real with sharp blades? Nope. These are all Balisong trainers, which means that these are all dull. These are all perfectly safe, just for flipping purposes, practicing, and having fun with. I do own a live blade, but I use strictly trainers on YouTube. SMA said, yo, what's up? All right, Ice Bite said, new sub. Hey, thank you, Ice Bite. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Lil Saucy, or Little Saucy, my bad, Lil Saucy. Here, I'll say it. I'll say it like you mean it. Yo, what's up, Lil Saucy? You got Lil Saucy in the chat, bruh. Lil Saucy said, do the golden black one. I got you, Lil Saucy. W name. Here you go. All right. Let's see here. All right, Christopher said, what's the brand? Nabalis. That's where I get most of my Balisongs from, is the company Nabalis. All right, Jonathan Stedman said, play Dying Light 2, please. Nope, never heard of it, and I don't typically play video games. I used to be obsessed with Fortnite, but that's about it. All right, the one weird girl Hayden said, hi. Hi, what's up, the one weird girl Hayden? You're probably not as weird as you think, don't worry. All right, Patricia, my bad. Patricia said, awesome. I'm sorry, guys. Just whenever I see the name Patricia, I have the urge to say it as Patricia. Okay, my bad. It's like when I hear the name Bethany, and the only thing I can think of is the meme that says, Bethany, I made biscuits. Okay? You guys should get it. You guys should get this by now. All right. Adby Ash. Okay, how do you have a B and a D right beside each other and expect me to pronounce that? Okay. Abdi Ash said, bro, I love you. You're the best. I watch all your videos. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. I honestly appreciate it. I want to start doing reacting videos because I feel like that would be pretty funny. Like, just to react to random videos. I feel like I'd be a good reaction YouTuber. But I have no sort of screen recorder and no way to do that. So that's fun. Anyways, Crazy Bean, bro. There's no way. Okay, I'm bad at Crash Out. I told you guys. See what I mean about the random names? I'm chilling. I'm like, yo, I'm answering Emma's question right now. And then there's just Crazy Bean, bro. I want to know how you come up with the name Crazy Bean, bro, okay? I want to know what goes through your brain when you're like, I am going to put my username as Crazy Bean, bro, 123. First of all, that's amazing. Second of all, that's also amazing. David said, good boy. Okay, calm down. Hey, that's my job. That's my job to say good boy to people, not you. Come on. Qwerty Guy said, what is your favorite trick? Oh, that's a good question. I really enjoy the custom trick that I made called the Around the World. It's just a Z-choker and a Helix aerial ice pick catch. All right. Subin said, love you, man. Hey, love you too, bro. All right. Jeffrey said, he likes beans. No crap. No, I don't like beans, actually. I think I might actually be allergic to beans. I'm not joking with you guys. I think I might genuinely be allergic to beans. I'm allergic to a lot of stuff. All right, Grantley said, are those real? I assume what you mean by are these real is are they sharp? And no, these are not sharp. These are all perfectly safe Balisong trainers. All right, Cool Dan said, can you please ship one to me? Nope, sorry, Cool Dan. You missed the giveaway. I do giveaways every once in a while. I just did my first giveaway a few days ago. I probably am not doing a giveaway anytime soon, so I'm sorry. King Churro said, hello, my name is Mateo, and what's your response to Charlie Kirk's death, and what's your favorite book of the Bible? That is a very good question. I like that we're getting more serious here. All right, my favorite book in the Bible would probably be Matthew. Jesus speaks a lot in Matthew, and you can learn a lot about Jesus in Matthew. Specifically, I love Matthew 5 and the Sermon on the Mount. In my response to Charlie Kirk's death, I don't really know what you mean by that. It's sad to me. It's sad that he died. It feels unreal to me that he died because it's like I'll be scrolling through YouTube and then every once in a while I'll see that video of Charlie Kirk standing up for what's right, and I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. And it's just crazy to think that he's not still alive. But what is more sad to me is that people are celebrating his death. Like, it's sad that he died, yes, but it is even more sad to see people celebrating death. Like, I don't care who dies. You should not celebrate it. The best thing that we can do as Christians is just pray for those people. They are confused and they need Jesus, in my opinion. So the best thing we can do is pray for them. All right. Silas Flip said, bye, Sammy. Bye, chat. All right, see you, Silas. Thank you for being in here. All right. All right. Let's see here. Karate Kid said, hi, Sammy. Hi, what's up? Amethys Blossom is back in here. Hi, what's up, Amethys Blossom? Good to have you back in here. Please do not be sus again, or I will take you down. Let's see here. For Legends said, can you use the Lego one? I got you for Legends. Oh boy, I've been streaming for over an hour. Guys, I try and stream for under an hour each day, but sometimes I accidentally go over an hour, so I will probably have to start wrapping up the stream here. I will read off 3 more questions, and then we are going to end stream. I do appreciate everybody who subscribed, by the way. Like I said, and I'll say it again, every one of my subscribers matters to me. I remember when it used to take me 2 weeks to gain 5 subs, and it meant the world to me. So I really do appreciate you guys. Even though we're getting more subs and more subs each stream, each one of you does matter to me, and I do pray for my viewers, all right? So as promised, and today, before we end stream, we are not just going to end with scripture today. I'm going to pray on stream for you guys, all right? I'm going to pray for my viewers on stream. So if there are any of you in here that have prayer requests, let me know, and we are fixing to end the stream with some prayer. All right, this is a new thing. I've not ended any of my streams with prayer before because I'm not sure how I feel about like praying through a video. I probably wouldn't do prayer on a video because it's pre-recorded, but because we are live, I would like to pray on stream for all of you guys, all right? All right, Profound is God said, can you pray for my dog? He had a seizure. All right, I'll put that on the list. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna pray. Dag said, just pray for world struggles, you know? Yep, we're gonna pray right now, all right, guys? All right, so if you guys are on the other end of the screen, then I would really appreciate it if you show some respect and bow your heads with me. And we are going to be praying on stream. This feels weird. I've not prayed on stream before, but this is a very, very cool way to end the stream. So bow your heads with me, and we will pray. All right. Dear Jesus and God for in heaven, I thank you for all that you do for me, God, and all that you do for all of the people around me and all my viewers on stream, God. I've never prayed on a stream before, God. I've always prayed off stream for all my viewers, you know that, God. But today I'm praying on stream, and I pray that everybody who is bowing their heads with me on the other end of the screen right now would be blessed by you, God, that they would know that you're there, that you're real, that you would continue to work in their lives, God. I ask that you please let your will be done in each and every one of my viewers' lives, God. More than anything else, more than any prayers answered, God. I ask that you please let your will be done, because I know, God, and I hope that my viewers know that your will is better than anything else we could ask for as human beings and as Christians. So I ask, God, and we ask together that your will would be done in each and every one of the individuals' lives praying with me right now, God. If there are people watching the stream right now, whether they're bowing their heads or not, whether they're just listening, God, if there are people watching this stream, God, who need healing, I ask that you please heal them mentally, physically, spiritually, God, no matter what it is. I know there's a lot of people lately, God, who have needed prayer, such as Katia, who was on stream a little while ago, God. I think it's a she. I don't really know who is who based off YouTube names. Do you know that, God? But I think it's a she. She said that she had lots of surgeries recently, God. We thank you so much for letting those surgeries go well. We ask that you please continue to heal her and work in her life. I ask that you please, again, answer all the prayers of my viewers, God. I don't know what each one of my viewers needs prayer for, God, but I ask that if any of them need prayer for anything, they would pray to you after the stream, God, and that you would answer their prayers and let your will be done in their lives. I thank you for all that you do for me, God, and all that you do for them, because no matter what, whether you answer prayers or not, I know that you're still there, God, and that you are amazing. You do so much. You bless me. You've blessed me with all these viewers and all these subscribers, and you bless every one of my viewers too, whether they realize it or not. I love you with all of my heart, God, and I hope that my viewers do too. It's in Jesus' almighty, amazing name that we pray all these things. Amen. 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 There we go, guys. If you guys are on the other end of the screen and bowing your heads with me, I really, really do appreciate it. That was amazing. Like I said, like I just prayed a little bit ago, if you guys need prayer for anything, please, after this stream, go and pray. No matter what that looks like for you, whether it's just a 20-second prayer or whether it's a 20-minute prayer. If you need prayer for anything, pray. And I can promise you God does hear you. He may not always respond the way we expect him to respond, but he does hear you, all right? And if there's anything you need prayer for, please go and pray, all right? And when I pray that God's will would be done in y'all's lives and that he would answer your guys' prayers, all right? So I am going to answer about 3 more questions, then I'm going to read off the poll and end with some scripture. All right. Let's see here. Spider Cam said gained a sub from that. Okay, Spider Cam, I do appreciate it, but I promise you, if there is any reason that I prayed on stream, it is not to gain subs, all right? So do not just subscribe because I prayed on stream, all right? That is not my intention for praying for you guys. All right. I'm going to choose 3 more questions to answer before we end stream. All right, Movie Review Trio channel said, hey, by the way, what was the Balisong you recommended? The Nabali's Impulse. Both of these are impulses right here. I just have 2 different color variants. Look it up. I have a review on it on my channel if you'd like to go check that out, where I give all the information on it. All right, so go check out my review titled The Nabali's Impulse. Best budget Balisong or best beginner Balisong or something like that. All right, go check it out. I give all the information in that video. All right, let's see here. All right, QWERTY Guy said, you should read David and Goliath on stream. I've never thought about reading the Bible on stream. I've quoted a lot of scripture on stream. David and Goliath is my favorite Bible story, though, so maybe sometime in the future. David and Goliath is an absolutely amazing story. It's been my favorite since I was a child. All right, let's see here. One more question, guys. One more question. Anybody have any more questions? Let's see here. All right. Hiroshi said, yo, Samuel, just a random question. What's your thoughts on the recent Charlie Kirk incident? Ooh, I've had a lot of questions about that. That's a good question to end with on stream. Me personally, it is sad to see him go. It feels unreal to me that he is dead. Like, I feel like I would still be scrolling through YouTube and then see a video every once in a while of him chatting and debating people. So it feels unreal to me that he died. It doesn't seem real that he is no longer with us. But what's even more sad to me than him dying is that people have been celebrating his death. Like, yes, it is sad that he died, but it is even more sad to me to see people, actual human beings that God created, celebrating death. I do not care who it is that died. You should not celebrate it, okay? The best thing that we can do in response to that as Christians is pray for those people. They don't understand what they've done. They've been deceived by the devil, and they need Jesus, all right? The best thing we can do for them as Christians is to pray for those people and pray that they would realize what they've done and that they would change their ways, all right? Alrighty, guys, so now I'm going to read the poll, and if you guys are new to the stream, we end every stream with scripture, all right? So though that prayer was amazing, we still end with scripture, all right? So I'm going to read off the poll real quick. There were, can we get a few more votes? Can we get up to 3,000 votes on the poll real quick? Once there's 3,000 votes on the poll, I will read off the poll, okay? All right, let's see here. So there were 2,310 votes, all right? And today's question was Nabelis versus Squid Industries. Now, both of these are big Balisong companies, all right? Your options, or I'll just read off. 36% of people said Nabelis. 17% of people said Squid Industries. 31% of people said, what's Nabelis? And 17% of people said, what's Squid Industries? All right, guys, this has been an amazing stream. And now is where I take some recommendations. What scripture would you guys like to end with, all right? Typically, I end with Proverbs 9:10 because that's my favorite Bible verse, and it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. But if you guys have any recommendations, I will end with one of you guys' recommendations. Let's see here. All right, Finkelstein said, what kind of rubbish is that? What do you mean? All right. 104 Raleigh said Matthew 24:12. I do not have that memorized, so we are going to look it up. Actually, I'm not able to get over to my Bible right now because I have my phone plugged in, but we'll unplug my phone. All right, cool. By the way, guys, I stream using my iPhone 15 if you guys are curious. All right, let's see. So you guys said Matthew 24:12. All right, let's go look it up right now. We have just a good old King James Version Bible right here. I personally like reading from the NASB, but the King James Bible is what I have here with me right now. So that's what we're going to be reading from. All right, Matthew 24:12, you say? All right, Matthew 24:12. And because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. But he who endures to the end shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come. Alrighty, guys. This has been an amazing stream. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you amazing people